What's up, guys? Welcome back to Millennium and Actual Crypto. I'm BTC Spectre. Let's get on with today. Nothing too crazy. The prize pool is up to 9,199. It started at 5,000, so it's up almost double. The percentage rate is about 0.026, I believe. Let's see here. 9199 divided by 341. 874, 0.0269, almost 0.027, so 2.7%. Times, what are we at here? Well, let's do some runs first. So we have 84 fuel rods. We're just going to do 50 today. So we'll let this run for a little bit and see what we get. Let's jump over and look at Cyberkong's floor price. So the VXs are at point. Oh, somebody just bought one. Okay, let's see recently purchased. Somebody listed one for 0.2 and somebody just nabbed it. Was it this guy? 0.2. So they bought this one and they bought this one. Okay, that's cool. Literally 5 seconds ago, maybe 5 minutes ago, someone listed one for 0.2 and someone just bought it. And they bought the next one. So we're only 2 VXs away from a quarter of an ETH, 0.25 ETH. I'm super excited about that. All right, Genkai floor is back down to 0.098. So people are dumping Genkai. I'm not sure. I'm seeing a lot more being unlocked. I haven't been able to track if the unlocked ones are getting sold, floor sold or not. But there's some people that are getting, I don't know, anxious. I guess they just don't want to hold on to them. So that is happening for sure. A lot of people are expecting the floor to drop when the unlock happens in about 20 days or so. I don't think that'll happen just because we've had a slow trickle feed of people unlocking and selling over the last couple of months. I could see it drop a little bit, but if anything, people will unlock and try and sell their higher priced Genkai. They'll be listing for higher prices. And so you might see a little bit of that happen. And then if they do sell a couple, it only takes one selling at, say, 1 ETH for that person who sold it for 1 ETH to go in and buy 10 of these 0.1 Genkai. So I just want to throw that out there. I don't think the floor is going to drop or plummet when the unlock happens. I'm kind of in the minority there, but that's my thoughts. Sandbox floor. Oh, you know what? Let's go back. Let's finish these runs. And 8 cents. Prices are good right now. All right, Sandbox floor has been fluctuating. It's gone up to about 0.34, 0.35. Now it's down to 0.3. If it goes down below 0.3, I'm tempted to get more. Just because below 700 is a good price for land, in my opinion, because you can do so much with it. I already have 2 games built and running right now. One is on a 1x1. You can do so much with a 1x1, and the Game Maker's free. The Vox edit is free. I mean, shoot, for $600 or we'll say $700, I've been hosting meetups with Cyberkongs since going back to July, August timeframe. There's just so much you can do, and you can only host one game at a time, but you can build out 10 games and then just launch them. You could do like 12 different maps and have a different map every single month and even rotate through them for 12 months and then just repeat the cycle over. You could do that for years on it and it'd still be a nice little change and stuff like that. So lots and lots of potential there. So if the land drops below 0.3, if we get some kind of a pullback because of crypto pulling back, then I'm probably going to get a few more land parcels. So we have 34 left over there. So let's see what it would be at times 23, 892. So we could potentially get 642 bananas on this next season. So we'll see. I'm almost tempted to commit my Kongium sooner than later so that this number goes up and it kind of scares away people from committing more, because if they see that number start to get super high or the bananas stay low. So we'll see. We're just going to play that by ear. Let's jump into the charts. So last time I made a video, this is what we were kind of thinking. And now I have a strong feeling that we are going lower from here. Like I would say 90%, and here's why. This moving average actually, or this RSI lost the moving average. It tapped the bottom of it. Now it's checking again. And this time it's with less strength. What would actually, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's keeling over basically. So you have 1, 2, 3 consecutive bearish divergences. All right, so we actually confirmed our third bearish divergence here. So we actually made a higher high, both on the daily and what's, I guess, arguably worse. Nope, okay, so I'll bring that down. What's arguably worse is so far we have a weekly bearish divergence. Now there's 3 days and 5 hours left. So if you go to the 5-day, unless we break through here and have a good day today and tomorrow, there's a decent chance, there's not a good chance. So even if we do have a good day and go back up to the 46 range, this RSI really needs to break this, what was it at? 82 point. So we have divergences, bearish divergences showing up everywhere. On the 3-day, this is a very weak turnaround. It's kind of this low, it's kind of like this rounded curve, right? We don't like to see this rounded curve where it's like trying and kind of failing. And then on the daily, everyone is obviously noticing and kind of freaking out about this huge red candle. Now, it did barely kind of hold the 20, and it's currently trying to bounce. But we have extra volume on this red candle, and the candle body, after getting rejected from here, it didn't make a higher high, and it went down lower and closed lower. So the only thing to undo this red candle, and we're kind of at this, like, I want to check the 15 because this is kind of like that 70-80% of the body mark where, you know, like the 618 to the 786, where if we need to break this and then close at or higher than this red candle. And if we close at, we need a whole lot more volume, and we're not getting that. If we look at the 4 hour, it's actually doing okay. It had a bounce off the 4 hour, but this is not super strong. We kind of want it to punch through here. I would not be surprised if in the next 30 minutes, I don't know if I'm being too bold to say this, we actually close down I mean, we could have this invert in the next 30 minutes. It would only need to move 1% to end up being a red candle, and it would be more volume than the previous. That would mean that it got rejected off the 20, and then we would just have to lose this 200 by the 20 moving average. The 20 would have to cross below the. So let's look at the 15. I mean, that's pretty strong. That's looking good. Money flows the same here though. The 20 is crossing over. This could actually continue up. There's a chance this could continue up. But we didn't really have a strong move, so I wouldn't be surprised if this gets, you know, kind of slapped down. But I mean, it's looking okay so far. It's looking okay. The same cannot be said about a lot of the altcoins. So Bitcoin is actually looking the strongest out of all of the coins, out of all the cryptos. Ethereum lost to 200, and it just now popped up above. Sand is right on the 200. ADA is right on the 200. Dot did a nice bounce, just like Bitcoin. It stayed above the 200. Matic is struggling. Track doing really well. Super versus Tether, it's barely holding the 200. And then Costa. Now Costa on the daily probably has the best decent pullback. So if you look at this, what do we have from the top to the bottom? We got 35% pullback. You know what? Sand might actually beat that with like 36 from top to bottom. Oh, nope. Sand only did 32. So Costa had a decent pullback. So right now, Bitcoin's doing the best. And we're going to want to keep a close eye on this and see how it does. Unless this candle inverts, what did we say we need? 1%? Oh, it's turning red. Let's see what we get. Yeah, it would need to have a strong dump, like literally a dump in the next 12 minutes. Not sure if that'll happen, not looking likely, but we have this, anytime the 20 goes above the 200 with some green support, it looks good. The only reason why I can see it not happening is it usually happens after a lot of sideways, and we actually just had a dump. So it wants to continue in the direction that's moving. Oh, here we go. We're watching it in real time. This one is undoing itself. Let me sit here and let this play out for the next 10 minutes, and we'll come back and check on it when it closes. So I'll see you in 11 minutes. All right, guys, so that 15-minute candle closed, and we did have a bear engulfing off the top of the Bollinger Bands, which is short-term bearish. So we saw this close. Remember how we said that this 15-minute could come down, and it did. It did not, however. Oh, we still have time in the 4-hour. I'm wrong. So remember how we were looking at, wait. Let's go back to the Coinbase chart. All right, so remember how we said that this 4-hour that was green up to here just needed to make less than a 1% move, or maybe a little over a 1% move, in order to come down and be red. Well, now we are fighting for that. So we're barely red at this level with 4 minutes left. So let's go to the 1 minute, because then we can look 4 candles out. This looks right here, just based off of these 2 candles, we could have the next 4 minutes actually end up coming up to here. As you can see, the 20 is coming down pretty sharply and quickly. So it might continue down, but this is a good initial sign for the bulls. After losing the 200, they're making a strong attempt to come back up. So we could see 4 candles, but or 4 candles come up. It could also come up and then have an even stronger, like this, red candle come down. And this looks like at least 0.5% or 1/4% here. I forgot we're on the 1 minute, so everything looks bigger. All right, so this candle, if this closes red, we could continue down farther. And this is why it's important to not, when you look at the charts, you got to really wait for the closes and look at the potential options. Obviously, the options are up, down, sideways. But when you see green, green, and then green above the 20, but it hasn't closed, even if there's only 15 minutes left, you got to look at how much of a percentage it was. So even from bottom to top, it was only 1.5%. I've seen more than 1.5%. We all have inside of a 15-minute candle. So wait for that candle to close, because that's going to tell the story. So we have 2 minutes left. It's looking a little bit red. If we go to the 1 hour, this is not good. This is not good right here. I mean, you can even, oh, the 1 hour this is beautiful, I guess, from a bearish perspective. The money flow is still heading down. You have this double top with a VWAP on this yellow part here. It's attempting, but then this momentum, the blue momentum wave, is clipping to be ended. More likely than not, we'll get at least 1 to 4 hours of down from here. Either one candle, or like one sharp candle down, or a slow move back down here. That's what it looks like is going to happen, since we're 2 minutes out from that close. This range right here, even going back, has so much activity. We could quickly drop, and the 200 is here, to 31.5. I will start heavily DCing at 31.5. If we go below 30, basically like that 29.5 range, heavy. I'm just going to keep DCing all the way in, as low as we go. You guys know, well, might not know, but I'm a pretty hardcore Bitcoin bull, and so we see this. This is another textbook sign. This is going up and curving right back down, and people are going to be in denial. And so we might see a little dip, and then we could start the next this will be the halving. So basically what I'm trying to show you is just that this money flow, which is this green cloud, is coming up and then coming back down, curling over. So we'll probably see price action curl over. You also see a top, and then a higher top. But the momentum is strong, medium, weak. This is not a good long-term sign here. So let's go back and check this 4 hour, because I believe it just closed a few minutes ago, and it closed red. Now it's not a downward candle, but it is kind of a spinning top, and it's red. So it's unlikely that it'll continue up from here. We typically don't see this after a move up with continued upside. We typically see it turn over, at the very least 42.8 or so. So that's all I have for the TA. Things are looking more bearish than bullish. Okay, so Sandbox update. On the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th floor, we added a Genkai and VX gallery, art gallery essentially. And so when you come in here, you can talk to Alfred. Says this floor starts 4 levels of NFTs that you can buy or put bids in for. There are 2 levels of Genkai and 2 levels of VXs. What are Genkai? Genkai are a collection of PFPs and are the newest collection from the CyberKongz. Anything you see here is purchasable. Ooh, I'll take a look around. And so what I did is all of my Genkai that are revealed are on this floor and the next floor. What you do is you go up to them and you hit E, and it will reveal them to you. And so that's how you look at them. So you can go all through the room and you can look at this art gallery. The reason I made it so it's not just showing already is I wanted people to kind of interact a little bit and have that kind of like excitement and suspense and around kind of revealing them, kind of like revealing the Genkai after mint. So this is kind of just fun to do for people, and they can kind of see the different types. Alright, so enough of that. On the next level, bam. On the next level, I put my favorite ones. So if you go over here to Alfred, he'll say, "Welcome to the 2nd floor of Genkai. These are BTC Spectre's favorite Genkai. If you keep going up, you'll find the VXs." Wonder what they could be. So we have this set. These are my favorites. My hoodie one. This guy with a scar, which is pretty dope. This guy is my Magma. I snagged that guy for, I want to say 0.2, maybe, I think like 0.2. I feel like I got a good deal on it. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But that's, sorry, not Magma, Shrine Seeker. I really want a Magma still. I have a Shrine Seeker. And then these guys are my Rugendos, I believe. They kind of got that cool blue. And then right here, these are my like army guys. There's my Tron. So this guy's got a beret. The other ones have kind of that army cap. And so these are my favorites, and I just have them up in here. I might add some other things in here just to make it more interactive. So those are my sandbox updates. But basically, this will allow people to come in here and see my collection of Genkai as well as VXs. And if they want to buy them in the bull market, they'll be able to come here, play the game, and see that they can purchase these. And I might put in like a sign or something that says, "Hey, you can buy these." So they can come in here, look at all the VXs, and see them fully, versus on OpenSea where it just shows kind of like the top, you know, from like the chest, sternum up or whatever. They'll kind of get to see if they have like Kongium legs or something like that. Which is kind of cool. So I have a lot of work to do because I have 35 VXs, and so I have to go in and make them all like this, and then export them and bring them into the game. So that'll be my next task, is to have these ready, because when the bull market hits and people are coming in here to play, I want people to see these, and I want people to have options to be able to look and buy some stuff if that's what they choose. So that's all I have for the sandbox update for the MS Kongs. Alright guys, that's all I have for you in this video, and I will see you in the next one.